everyone, welcome to another class at BasicGrey.com. This basic inspiration class is going to feature a couple items from the BasicGrey store. The first one is the Obscure Collection Pack. It has all the papers plus alphabet stickers and then also die cuts. And I got some already taken out because those are the die cuts we're going to be using on this layout. We're also going to be using an additional set of alpha stickers, and this is from the Stella Ruby collection. We might be using a little bit of both. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're going to be adding these at the very end of the layout. And the third item is this Farmer's Market stamp set from the Offbeat collection. And if you want to purchase all three of these items, the collection pack, the stamp set, and the alpha stickers, they're all bundled together in one pack over at BasicGrey.com, so you just go and buy them quickly and you can make this layout. So we're going to start out with some paper, and when you get the paper, it actually has the band with the name of the paper at the bottom down here, but we're going to turn it and go this direction. Okay, and we're going to be using 3 photos. The photos I chose are of my 2 nieces and my nephew, and they were swimming at the pool in my complex where I live. And it was just a few summers ago, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to just use this bright colored paper and scrap their swimming photos. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pattern paper that I've cut down to, let's see, 8.5 by 9 3/4, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that straight down to the page. Okay, and I'm going to try to get it kind of centered along the side. Okay. I have another strip of pattern paper that I've cut from a different sheet, and this one is 1 3/4 by 6 3/4 down. All these measurements are with the class description over at BasicGrey.com as well. And I'm putting this one right up at the top here. Okay. I have another strip of pattern paper. This one is 11 1/4 by 1.5. I'm going to put the adhesive on, and then I'm going to make a quick measurement because we want it to be about 1 5/8. So I'm just going to use a ruler and make a mark. About right there. And then if you have a T-square ruler, you can use it to help get the, well, actually, because this one down here will work. We just get it parallel to the other pattern paper. Okay. So there's the beginning of our layout. I'm going to go ahead and put magnets down on these corners. Actually, not that one yet, because we're going to add one more strip over here. This is 3/8 by 12 inches long. Just going to go down this side. Okay, so this is the basic foundation for our page. Now we're going to start putting on some photos. And before I'm going to just get these on here so I know where they're going to go, but we need to add a little tab underneath this one first to put a date on it. This is just a little bit of pattern paper. It's 2.5 inches wide. It can be whatever height you want. It's actually just going to go down underneath like that. So it actually doesn't matter how tall it is. You just need a little bit of space to put it on there. Okay, I'm just rounding the corners. And I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the front. And then I can put it straight onto the photo. Just like that. Okay. These photos are going to go down with some dimensional adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the back. Okay, now that we've got the photos on there, we're going to move our layout off to the side and work on this piece of paper for our journaling. This is 2 3/4 by 7.5 inches tall. We're going to stamp that vine stamp onto the paper with some gray ink. And we'll need a little bit of scratch paper. So I'm just going to put some scratch paper down. Okay. And we're just going to stamp different sections of the stamp going off the edge of the paper. Okay. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to take a hole punch and punch holes down the side here. Okay, now we're going to take scissors and cut little slits from the edge of the paper up to the circle we just punched. Sorry about that. That's my cat. He likes to talk back when I'm talking. He thinks I'm talking to him. Okay, now we're going to just take the edge and kind of rough it up a little bit, bend the corners, bend the edge. Okay. I'm going to bring it back to our layout and we're going to adhere it straight onto the layout just like that. Okay. I also have some strips of pattern paper we're going to put down here at the bottom. Okay, before we go any further, we're going to do some white gel pen. I'm going to do some dashed lines down here at the bottom. You can use a ruler if you'd like. I'm going to do some dashed line on this edge and then also across the top. And then I'm also going to write in the date up here on the tab. Okay, now it's time to add some die cuts. And I've punched out a bunch of stars from the die cut sheet. I'll even have some come up and over the photos. I have an arrow that I thought would be really fun. And some little X's. So I'm just going to use some dimensional adhesive on the larger pieces and then I'll use glue for these smaller ones to get it down. Okay, so now we're going to add the title over here, and I'm going to use a combination of the alphabet stickers that come in the collection pack and also the Stella Ruby alphabet stickers. Okay, so I've got my title here. I just cut out some pattern paper. This is one section of one of the papers. It has kind of like a little, I don't know if it's like a dial or a compass or whatever, but I thought it kind of looked like a sun a little bit. So this is cut to 2.5 by 4. And it's just going to go right there. I'm going to put it on some dimensional adhesive. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some journaling right here. Okay, so there's the finished page. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.